our last video got cut off, so anyway, I was just showing you. You know, it's got seats, it's got doors. There was actually windows here on both sides, but in Minecraft you can't put everything. And, you know, it's got windows on the other side since there's no doors involved. So, since our tour's done, we could go to California Adventure, but literally in Minecraft, this is California Adventure. So far. Because I actually haven't been to California Adventure ever, but I do have a video that shows some of the highlights. So, one of these days, maybe. And then we go back to the hotel at the end of the night. Hey, it's actually turning night. That is pretty cool. It's actually turning night. The tram parking. And as I said, we look both ways before we make our turn, especially this one. And as I said, back to the hotel. Now, since we just started this video, just wanted to show you, because I think it's kind of cute. We have our regular path that goes between holes, and we have a castle since, you know, it's Disneyland, and the ball goes that way, comes out over here, goes into the hole, which obviously is not that big, but anyway. Then you go down the path, and you can go to the windmill. And the ball goes in there, and it comes out over here. I kind of wish they had a ball for Minecraft and that you could actually do that. We have water, which looks way better on the Xbox screen. Look, the moon! And there's like a beacon right through the moon. Almost looks like a shish kebab or something. Anyway, I would recommend eating at IHOP. Or Denny's for breakfast when you go to Disneyland, or eating at the pancake place I was telling you about in another video. So there's really nothing I haven't shown you that I built, but the video would just need to be in like 5 minutes longer, so. I mean, I could show you how to build some of this stuff, but really, there doesn't need to be an update for a while. And well, I showed you I fixed the McDonald's. Oh, I didn't show you this. I don't know if we can see this all in one shot because it's on the tablet, but believe that's the name of the place next to the McDonald's, Desert Inn and Suites. It's where I would really like to stay next time we go to Disneyland, because it's literally right across the street. It is so awesome. And just so you know, the Denny's isn't really that close to the McDonald's. There's a few more hotels and motels in between. I think I made this up, or my husband made this up, because he says that there was a farm there, but I'm not sure. And then, way over here, I know I showed you this before, but I added some things to it. My husband had and built a house over here across from the backside of Tomorrowland, and I added the grass and the path and the gate. And I also added that you could just walk in instead of having to, you know, open the doors. One of these days, I think I'm going to add a track to go down here, because this is kind of annoying. And then that's the spot where we just decided to stop, because we don't know where Star Wars Land is going to go. I think it ends up connecting up with Tomorrowland, which would make sense, but I'm not sure. Oh look, we started to build a blue monorail. One of these days we have plans to go and put together the rest of the monorail so it actually goes to the Disneyland Hotel. Oh, see, we did build a blue one. We just haven't finished it. And it's really not finished because that one didn't have a seat. That's weird. But anyway, and let's see here. Oh, I want to show you this. This is my first attempt at building Disneyland, and I just had to show you. See, it's got the monorail, and, you know, the regular, you know, the spot where you go in to, you know, give them your ticket, but big, huge red area, because that's what it has on the video game. And then this one's actually got flowers. But, you know, basically everything else is the same. Oh, no. This is the one where I had an extra tunnel, because I could have sworn that we came in from here, but apparently we didn't. And then I have the stairs sweeping up for the train station up here. And then the queue line to go into the train. And no stamp machine. But I know that there was a stamp machine last time I went there, so. Anyway, and this is pretty much what this little area looks like in Disneyland Adventures, except for that it's got two cannons, one over here and one over here. Like I said, the bank, but it's just a big empty room. No showmanship at all. I haven't even tried to develop it. But I'm probably going to go and fix it in the other, you know, in the regular spot. And okay, so basically you come into Great Moments of Mr. Lincoln, and I don't remember there actually being anywhere to sit down, or there was like very few places to sit down. Anyway, and there's two sets of doors, one over there and one over here. And you come in here, and I've really got to build this on the other one. And you listen to Mr. Lincoln say his speech. Abraham Lincoln, the former president. And number 16, I think, by the way. You know, he says something like 7 years ago, and then he continues to do, you know, other parts of other speeches, because the speech that he gives is a combination of a bunch of speeches he gave over the years. But it's pretty cool. And what else is in here? There's this random blue building that I had no idea what it was. It's probably not a random blue building, but yeah. This is, I think, a restaurant. And I know that that part on the corner used to be a pancake restaurant. I mean, it wasn't just it served pancakes and waffles, and right here. Served pancakes and waffles in the shape of Mickey, Goofy, or Donald's head. And I don't remember much else besides that. And the Emporium, which should actually have a bunch of stuff in it, but it doesn't. That's the, you know, the big main store on Main Street. There's other stores somewhere in there. Oh, see, here's the fire engine actually in the firehouse. Anyway, what I started to say is that there's other stores, you know, like one sells crystal, you know, stuff made out of crystal, and there used to be an intimate apparel store, apparently, and there was a wizard that was supposed to be able to help you figure out what size you were. I think that was his purpose. Anyway, you can see that it's pretty much exactly the same as the other one. You know, as the one that I'm using as the real one. But like I said, this is my very first attempt. And oops. And you know, I just built this looking at pictures from Google Maps online, and I just pretty much made up how some of the walls looked from the picture, because they didn't quite go the way that they were supposed to or something. Oh, right here is where Goofy stands in Disneyland Adventures. And there's a place to sit and eat. Not entirely sure it's the same in the other version. If not, I need to fix that because this is a spot at Disneyland. So, let's see here. I don't know what any of these buildings are. Like I said, there's some places that are, they sell breakables or crystal, or I know crystal's breakables too. This ended up being the backside of Tomorrowland. I've actually had to go and scale the original Main Street back a bit because of that, but it was just a few more places to sit and eat. Oh, my original concept for... See, those are banners. Because you can't have stuff wrap around things like a towel. That would just be too easy. But it's okay. Anyway, I figured this would be a great way to, kind of show you everything that is on Main Street, or was on Main Street before I went and made the other one Main Street. And yeah, and this is pretty much what the thing looks like in reality. I think the other one's more open and I don't know. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this is the ladies' room and that's the men's room down there. And the difference is that this one actually has bathrooms. I don't know that the other one does. Maybe we'll go find out. Yeah, I think I want to go find out. And actually, I think the one in Anaheim's safe, but there's been stuff that happened at IHOP recently that makes me not want to go there. Where did the car go? Oh, here it goes. Okay. So we're going to go back toward Disneyland. That's where the trams go. And we redid this to where it's going to go past the old entrance to Disneyland way faster. Or at least it does at that point. Okay. So we're just going to leave the cart up here. Notice there's no flowers. I think I ad-libbed that this actually looks like a castle. So I got some things here that we're not sure if they're quite the way I have them, but probably pretty close. And oh, that's why this area doesn't have that, because we have a handicap ramp. Oh, wait. See, it looks pretty much like it does in the other version. And since we're not going by so fast, we can actually see a lot of the details. I could have sworn that the Penny Arcade was right there, but the picture shows it down the street. Oh, look, there's my red windows again. See, in this version, we have put glass instead of banners because it told me that I had too many banners. And I don't quite understand that because I took out a lot of banners, but oh well. And you'll notice these windows over here, they actually are spaced that way, according to the picture. Thought that was a little weird, but okay, now on this side, there's supposed to be stuff here. Not entirely sure what. You know, like planters and things. And I haven't figured out how to put them in quite yet. So I haven't. And this is another place where if you get lost, you can go here. It's actually a first aid station. But also if you take off from your family because you don't want to stand in that big old long line, it's a good place to go. They show you Disney videos and, you know, wait for your people to show up. I think that's going to be the next update I make. It's actually putting the arcade where it belongs, right here. Dang it, it went dark in Minecraft. You notice some of the buildings are not finished, you know, topside. That's because the picture wasn't very good at showing me what it was supposed to look like. And like I said, most of these buildings, I don't know what they are, but I know specifically this building right here, I believe, is the building with the, you know, it's a old general store. And I'm not sure what they sell in there. I think they sell candy, but other than that, I don't know. But I know that they have a telephone right inside the door, that has a party line from like the 1920s or something like that. And it's pretty fun to listen to sometimes. And I actually made up that this was two different textures because otherwise you wouldn't be able to tell where one door ended and the other one began. And that building again. And as I said, this version of Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln is totally empty. So, yeah, I think I'm going to change where the arcade is and where Great Moments, what Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln looks like. And then make another update. So, and again, the train station. Just because I think this is so cool. And I promised you a video where we went on the train. So if I can find the mine car, that's where we'll go. And then I think we'll end it there because then we're going to have to get the mine car back where it needs to be, and that's harder than it sounds. And of course it's got to go under the under the trains. When normally it would be the train moving, of course. And I remember there being a lot of trees. Maybe not this many trees. You know, I had to go and put in more trees than you would normally put in because otherwise you'd see stuff that you're not supposed to see. But, yeah, so it basically went around here, goes over to New Orleans Square, and it's got at least 5 stops. It's probably going to have 6 as soon as Star Wars Land gets in there. Can't think of what the other 2 are. What the other 3 are. Anyway, this is New Orleans Square. And you go through the tunnel. And I know it goes through Splash Mountain. So we kind of forced it in there in Minecraft. Oh, we totally didn't even do that right. Okay, so because we did it too fast. See, you see them singing Zippity Doo Dah. And it goes behind It's a Small World and out to Toontown and Tomorrowland, but it's got one more stop. I'm almost sure of it. Maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, it's going to have another, I think it's supposed to have another stop when Star Wars Land comes. Which wouldn't really make sense because they don't have trains in Star Wars. They have something else. So, anyway. Whatever. But what are you going to do? Get off the train and then get on the people mover or something? Ew. Not that they have the people mover anymore. Well, not the people mover I remember. I saw a video where the people mover was there, but it was called something else, as people mover transport or something like that. And it looked pretty cool. If that's in Disneyland, I can't wait to see it. I mean Disneyland Anaheim. When I'm saying Disneyland, I mean Anaheim. Okay, so we're back to the train station. And there's nothing else to see for a while. Except for the word Disneyland backwards. So I'm going to get back in the minecart and go fix a few things and see you next time.